So hi everybody, welcome to This or That 21 Questions. Today our guest is Jason Swamy. He is the director of creator powerhouse like Wonderfruit, Do What You Love, and RoboHeart. Jason, we're gonna ask you 21 questions. It's quick fire, so you just basically give your best answer or whatever you want to say in those questions. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Okay, question 1. In the morning, do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee first, then tea.
Hot or iced?
Hot.
How do you like to take your eggs, scrambled or poached?
Poached.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. Introvert or extrovert?
I'm an extrovert, yeah.
Maybe a little bit obvious. If you can choose a magic power, teleportation or telepathy?
Teleportation.
Teleportation. If you have to choose,
well, actually, I prefer time machine.
Time machine?
Does teleportation include time machine?
It does. You can create one, definitely. If you have teleportation. Okay, perfect. If you have to choose, lose your arms or legs, which would it be?
Legs.
Would you rather be honest or tell a lie to protect someone's feelings?
I would rather be honest, which I'm trying to learn to be, in being for radical transparency. Currently, right now, I'm the kind of person that doesn't want to hurt someone's feelings, but I need to evolve.
Makes sense. And what kind of movies do you like? Horror or comedy?
I love thrillers.
Those are good.
But if I had to choose between horror or comedy, then I guess comedy.
Comedy, but definitely you can choose thriller too. So when it comes to music, hip hop or pop?
Hip hop for sure. Over pop. If I had to pick between the two, then hip hop over pop. But only hip hop in the golden era.
Okay, if you don't choose, if you can do any music, what would be your favorite genre?
Well, I love classic rock, and then I love, of course, electronic music. That's kind of what I'm known for.
And when it comes to Netflix or YouTube, which would you choose?
YouTube.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Okay, let's get some work-related questions. Do you work with your team through text or call?
Unfortunately, we work so much on WhatsApp these days. I would much prefer to spend time on calls. And I don't mean Zoom calls, just calls, because there's so much nuance and so much emotional aspects and things that are lost in WhatsApp. And that sometimes that could cause a lot of unnecessary drama.
So true. Do you prefer working in a small team or big team?
It depends on the project, but if it's this or that, then I guess a small team is much more manageable. But then again, you could work with a small team of unpleasant people, and it's not very fun. If you work with a large team of amazing people, and that's great.
True story as well. Quality or quantity?
Definitely quality.
Are you an iOS or Android person?
I don't know the difference. I mean, I can't tell the difference. I'm an iOS person, so I can't tell if one's better than the other, but iOS I've been an iOS since I first started using computers.
And if you have to choose pen and paper or software?
I love pen and paper, but I can't ever read my handwriting. So it's probably better that I use the computer.
Okay, this might be a bit obvious, but are you artistic or scientific?
I am, at first glance, I'm artistic, but I'm actually a science-based artist. So I think I try to apply science to art.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
I think that because I'm not a pure artist, I'm a business, right? I can't just do art for the sake of art. Although when I retire, I'd love to, where there's no consequence. But currently, I need to be able to apply science and parameters and business to art in order for it to be commercially viable, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be in business.
That makes a lot of sense. All right, 3 questions left. Work hard or play hard?
Both. Of course, work hard and play hard. They're symbiotic. They need to be symbiotic in order to live a balanced life.
And would you say you're an organized or disorganized person?
I'm organized chaos.
Last question we have here. Do you think university is required? Yes or no?
I think the world is changing significantly, where I think you can now see how education's changing. You know, with Zoom classes, I think with all these different kind of non-traditional certifications that you can take, they're not university recognized or university traditional. You know, I think universities are now offering all their classes online. There's different module-based learning. I think, you know, I think Khan Academy has turned how you learn on its head as well. How, you know, I believe in learning, doing your homework in class and learning at home, because that way you can't cheat, right? And if you learn, right, and if you really know what you're doing, you will, then what happens is you end up, and you have mastery, you end up teaching your classmate how to do the homework, right? Whereas the other way, you could fall asleep in class during the lecture and then go home and cheat in your homework, right? Which is what, so I think university needs to change. And I really just think, yeah, I think academics is one of these bastions that hasn't been reinvented, and it needs to be.
Right, Jason,
but for now, there needs to be some sort of structure for learning. Otherwise, you could go off the rails.
Perfect. Jason, thank you so much. That's 21 questions, and we look forward to seeing you at Own Future Fair.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. That was fun.